we believe that when you empower somebody with a skill, it's a life skill. A skill is something that you do with your hands.
And so we are joined again by the chairperson, the association's chairperson, Regina Mbambi, and the vice chairperson, Mr. Ehud Kambuda. They'll be talking to us about what exactly they're all about, what they're doing, but most importantly, the way forward regarding tech, vocational training and technical education in the land of the brave, because we all understand the importance of education across the spectrum, and getting people in the spaces that they will shine and they become the very best versions of themselves. A very, very good morning to you, Regina, and to you, Mr. Ehud. Thank you guys very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Morris.
Regina, let me start with you. What's your look? The results are out, and a lot of people have a lot to say. Some good things, some not so good things. But from where you're standing, what is your sentiment? What is your feeling regarding the results that we had just received?
Look, we have to acknowledge we have a problem. We're sitting with a problem. But blaming each other is not the solution. I think the time now has come for us to sit around the table and really discuss matters and find solution to the problem we're sitting with. And this is an ongoing problem. It's nothing that just started yesterday. This is been the result. I think the difference between last year and this year is very minimal. So let's sit around the table and discuss and find a solution.
Ehud, let me quickly get your 2 cents. What would you say were some of the contributing factors for some of the results or the nature of results that we had received this year?
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having us. That question is relevant to our line of ministry to say what could be the contribution to this high rate failure. I wouldn't be in the position. We will not be in the position to answer that one, to say no, this is ABC and that have done it. But I follow them. I learned that they have. I think it was in the newspaper. They visited the State House and they met with the president, and they saying some of the contribution was that they didn't have insufficient learning materials at the center, and perhaps also inadequate of classrooms, and also perhaps our teachers were not inducted perhaps very well with the new curriculum. But that is not from our side to say these are the contribution and this contribution. If one would have, if we are to come in to say these are the contribution that have led to this high rate failure, then it seems like we are pointing fingers, and we don't want to do that.
We can't be in that position like it's your fault.
We need the solution.
We need to find a solution as a collective.
For us, we come here for a solution.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Regina, your association is essentially calling for a collective action to be taken. What do you have in mind? What does that exactly look like? What do you think should be addressed as a matter of urgency to improve the results moving forward?
Look, we come from the TVET sector. And we believe that when you empower somebody with a skill, it's a life skill. A skill is something that you do with your hands. It's not an academic qualification. It's a tool, a life tool to do something with your hands. So what we're saying is this skill, the ability to use a skill is not limited. There's no limitation. You don't have to have a certain level of points, academic points, or you don't have to be smart. You just have to have the desire to learn something and be passionate about it. So what we're saying is most of these students that didn't make it might have a desire to learn a skill or two. So we're here to provide that solution for those that are passionate enough to enter into the TVET sector.
On Regina's point, the association and some of the solutions that that you guys have in place, talk to us a bit about that. What does that look like? If we have a young Namibian listening to us right now and say, okay, all right, technical or vocational training is something that I could possibly be interested and curious about. What does the association offer?
You see, we thank you very much. We offer various trade, various qualification, various programs, technical qualification. Now, when we say technical, we are saying this is a competence-based learning CBET, where 80% of this qualification is hand-on. You acquire skills,
right?
Hand-on. We don't need this narrative of saying that we have bright students that go to high learning. Yes, let's have those high IQ bright students who go to higher learning of an institution to do research and all that. But we are saying we have ours, those that have the ability to learn something, is skillful. I'm sitting here in your studio, right? All this is technical.
Definitely.
This is TVET. This is what we do. This is what we offer at the technical institution. Plumbing, bricklaying, mechatronics, mechanic, diesel, chefs, housekeeping, agriculture, go and work in the farm, then produce food. That is technical. So that is what we offer.
And sorry to cut short there, and I think this is a question for the both of you. I just based off what you just mentioned now, the idea of when people look at technical and vocational training, they do not see it as something that adds value or that creates a conduit for things to happen. They see it, okay, no, you are a bricklayer. That's all you're good at. But if you don't build a building, you don't have office space. You don't have a UNAM or a NAST for your research purposes. Does your association also look at addressing that particular narrative? And Regina, perhaps I can start with you.
Yeah, we definitely want to look at that because we want the vocational training graduates to be entrepreneurs,
right,
as opposed to job seekers. We want them to have the ability, those that can, to create their own employment as opposed to getting in the street and then searching again. But the challenge here is that they need mentorship, they need a fund. Though there are some that are available right now, they're not properly designed to ensure that these graduates, after they graduate, they have the skill they now have, because getting the skill doesn't make you a good business person, doesn't guarantee you success in business.
Yeah.
So you need mentorship, you need all this kind of setup to be able to become successful in whatever endeavor you take upon yourself. So as much as we would like to not just have them graduate and get in the street, we need to put up a system that is conducive enough for them to thrive as entrepreneurs.
With stakeholders and your stakeholders that one can only assume are partners, to what extent does that reach out? I mean, is there buy-in from the ministry or other NGOs or other institutions to really help and support what the association is working at and doing?
Thank you very much. It's not the help for the association. We were looking at the obligation of the Namibian to assist the youth. It's got nothing to do with the association. It's the youth of this country. And then all of us in this country, we have an obligation to help that child who have the ability to become something, who want to become something. But it is still that person perhaps is also have decision crisis mechanism to say, what am I supposed to do? What can I do?
Where can I go?
Where can I go? What can I become?
Yeah.
And if I want to become a plumber, if I want to become a clothing designer, is there resources to enable me to become what I would like to become? The TVET policy of our Ministry of Higher Education is very clear. It's a technical vocational education. The TVET policy policy which was enacted by the cabinet in March 2021 is there is very clear what we need to do. And there is also skill development plan for 2023 to 2026. All these qualification occupational are in there. The stakeholders, it's not only that the government have to come. Yes, we have our stakeholders. We have NTA with the training level and all that. But is that enough? But we need to have also other stakeholders, private companies in here, those that have existed before the independence. They must come in and assist the youth. We also have our own black economic company that have made quite progress.
Yeah.
They go to tenders, they have all that, and they go to support it. Do they come in with this through social responsibility and assist the youth?
Yeah.
Right. So we are saying all of us, we needed to come together. We needed to assist it. We needed to assist the youth.
Amen. Guys, this is a conversation I can have for days, but unfortunately time is not on our side. If we have, I'm pretty sure we do, maybe grade 11, grade 12 students that didn't do well in the past results or in the past examination, or just anybody that's interested in TVET in general. How can I get in touch with your institution?
Okay, you can find search for us on our website. We I think all our details are on there.
Yeah.
You can also reach out to me. My contact details are 0811 583 683, and to the vice chairperson, he will give you the contact details. We are available for the Namibian child. Our aim is basically to ensure that the Namibian child lives to achieve their dream. Yeah.
Live to the fullest potential.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm to come in, you see, it is disheartening, mate, briefly. You go to a barber shop or a salon and you do your hair and all that. And after that, you want to do your manicure. Then you see, the person who's doing your manicure is someone with a degree in HR or marketing.
Wow.
And he came in that salon to rent a chair because he could not find a job. Right. And he's been doing that for 3 years. You see that. So for us, we offer an alternative and a solution for those have the ability to become something. My contact number is 081 2122 892. 081 2122 892. So give us a call. We are there. We have, as I said before, various qualification, various trade, various courses or program. All our training providers that they have under the association, they have different type of a trade. So,
yeah.
And we can guide you through in terms of what career you can follow and what you would like to become in the future. Thank you.
Regina, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having us.
You can get the Association of Technical and Vocational Education Training Institutions in Namibia. Their website is exactly that, Association of Technical and Vocational Education Training Institutions in Namibia. All of their contact details are there. Facebook is available, Twitter, as well as Instagram, or you can pop them an email on info@atvetin.com for more details. Again, a conversation that's very, very, very important. It will be available on our app. Should you have missed it and you just want to, if you caught the tail end of this conversation, it is available on our app. We're going to load it just now so that you can just listen to what Ehud and Regina had to say, and maybe just maybe find what you are really good at. And this could be the answer for you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and have a lekker day.
Thank you for having us.
Getting back straight into the music, Neo saying "Because of You."